Please, if you can turn off the microphone. So we are recording the meeting. Welcome, everybody. My name is Daniele Ricciardi. I am president of the Italian Association of Public Procurement Manager. It's called ASSORUP. Our association is young. We started the activities in 2023, and in a few years we cooperate with the Italian Parliament many times in auditions. We also train thousands of procurement professionals across the country. During last November, we had a meeting at the European Commission to present our proposal for the next European directives. We proposed a role, an international role that we called European Public Procurement Manager. The need of this manager comes from the application of the last directives. I think many of you had opportunity to read the report of the European Commission about the dishomogeneous application in the European countries. So we thought that if the new directive will present a chapter, some articles on professionalization, it could help to have a common application of the European rules on public procurement. From this experience that we had on November, we decided to create a working group of experts, university professors, and other participants that are helping us to create a network of European public procurement managers. The aim of our activity is, first of all, to present now I will share the presentation. Our aim is to prepare and to deliver for supporting the EU institutions a report on a comparative report on the professionalization in the European countries, in the European states. So we made this call for every interested party to participate to this project that will bring us together in Brussels at the end of February to present how professionalization is applied in the different countries. We know that some European institutions and some international institutions are working on this subject. We want to support and give more information as possible, making a report that will be compare the different systems. This is the first target, the first goal of this project that ASSORUP is promoting. As I told you, our interest is to create an international European network of public procurement managers so that we decide to get contacts in each state, in each member state, and also in the exceeding countries, so that we can create a network of association of or other organizations that are ONG, that are not part of the government or are not public, so private organization of public professionals. If we will able to create this network, we are planning to meet each other in the month of October, when the EU directives will be drafted. So we will know the content of the directive, because we expect that they will be issued. It will be issued at the end of June of 2026. So if we are able to organize an European conference, we will meet together in October in Italy, in Naples, to discuss about the issues of the new directive, issue related to the professionalization. So we hope that Commission will draft something about the need of training, the need of benefits for the procurement buyers or professionals, as you prefer to call them. In Italy, we call them group. That is, that means that is the project manager for public procurement. By the way, we hope that in October we can organize this this meeting, this conference, and we will have the opportunity to meet each other and to make the network concrete. That means that we will operate together. So this is just a brief presentation of Absolute scope and why we promoted this meeting. I want to thank all of you that decided to participate today. For us, it's very important to start with a wide participation with people from many countries, and I'm very happy to say that in response to this meeting, 19 people from professionals, experts, I don't know, but we had almost 20 countries represented in the registration for this meeting. That is very good start for our project. So I would like to leave now the floor to Catelli. Is an international European expert on public procurement, and he's helping Asurup to develop the activity in the field of the European public procurement. Thanks, Ivo, for your support during these last months. And now, please, can you describe the main reason of our meeting today? That is the presentation of the questionnaire that we prepared, so that we can engage single member state interested professionals to give us information and prepare the report that, as I told you before, we would like to present to the European Commission within the end of February. Thank you, Ivo. I leave you the floor.
Many thanks, Daniele, and good afternoon to all those which are connected online for this webinar. I will be helping Asurup for the preparation of the questionnaire and the follow-up report. If you can move up on the slides, I will briefly introduce the questionnaire, which is, let's say, sets a little bit the basis for the gathering information on professionalization in Europe. As Daniele said, there have been already a few studies, mainly carried out by the OECD. Indeed, the issue of professionalization is very much felt as a need by many administrations, and there have been several developments in a number of EU member states. Here we are really going a little bit deeper compared to the studies, the existing studies, touching upon several issues, which I will illustrate very soon. The questionnaire is structured into introductory sections and then 5 blocks. It is really easy to fill in. It's based on multiple choice approach. So it's very comprehensive, but actually very easy and quick to fill in. Actually, I think that in 15 minutes, it can be easily filled in by a procurement professional. It doesn't require basically no typing. There are very little open questions, and it's quite well structured. Next slide, please. So let's come to the content of the questionnaire. As I said, there is an introduction, which of course aims to gather contact details of the respondents, both as a person and as an organization, for example, the role of the person or the type of organization in which he or she is working. There are also a couple of easy questions which relate to the macroeconomic context of public procurement. And then we very quickly move to the main blocks, which will address the content, the main topic of this study. The first block is devoted to the buyer's profession. It will look at issues like role, the appointment of the buyers, what are his or her responsibilities, and the allocation of the responsibility. For example, a question which is asked in this section, in this block, is how is the role of buyer identified? Is it appointed by national legislation? Is it appointed by an ad hoc procedure? Or, for example, what are the responsibilities? Are the responsibilities touching on planning, by procurement planning, or in drafting the tender docs, in the evaluation of bids, and so on and so on. Some of the questions, of course, allow for multiple response. The second block deals with the training and competency. And of course, if you look at issues like, for example, the mode of training, is it delivered online? Is it delivered on site? Is it delivered in an asynchronous mode? Is it centralized? Is it associated to university courses? What is the budget of the association, of the organization allocated to training? What are the different topics covered by training? The third one is very innovative in the sense because it's not really covered by any of the existing studies, and it's about incentives and career. There are a few questions in this respect, which aims to identify, for example, whether there are financial incentives, non-financial, how are they calculated, how are they, is there a cap, who sets them, who are the beneficiaries. Then the final 2 sections are very short, very easy. The first one aims to identify whether there is a professional community, of course, of public buyers, what's its nature, what's its budget, and some contact details. And the final one is about really the setting up of this European network of public buyers and the interest in taking part in the conference. Next slide, please. So how to reply to the questionnaire? Well, the deadline is the end of January. The calendar is pretty tight, but as I told earlier, it's very easy to fill out the questionnaire. So there should be well enough time also for the busy people. There is very little free text, and it's possible to answer in English. However, we have also prepared an Excel sheet which translates all the questions which are asked in the questionnaire. So it will be very easy in case you are not feeling comfortable enough in English to look at the questions in your own language. Here is the link for the questionnaire. It is already active. Of course, we will take care of any data protection, respect any data protections, and replies will be processed and used to draft this report. Maybe one final element. I saw that there are many government organizations, agency representatives, some also friends and usual suspects, which have registered for this short launch of this initiative. So I really encourage you to diffuse this questionnaire to large buyers, for example, or to network of buyers. We would just need few representatives from member states, with possibly one leader one. And clearly the results of the study depend also on the coverage, on the how many countries we are managed to cover in having replies. And the study, as Daniele introduced, says in his introduction, really allow getting a quite comprehensive state of play of professionalization of public procurement in Europe. So many thanks, and I pass the floor back to Daniele.
Thank you, Ivo, for this introduction of the questionnaire. That is the main part of the first stone of our project. So we hope that you will join this activity. In our prevision, we thought that we will have at least 5 participants for each country, for each state. We look for receive informal application as a key contact that will be the person that will collect the other answer to the questionnaire and will help us to prepare the final report that will be divided into chapters for each country. So when our research teams and scientific team, let's say, because we have in the project several professors of Italian university, and we will be very glad to host also other participants. This is very important for us. There is not a group of working group closed that will work on the content of the questionnaires. We would like to open this working group to participants of each country. So you will you will ask to be part of the working group, and we will let you join us, and we will be very happy to create an international group. At the moment, the representative of the university are Roberto Garanta of the University of Turin. Then we have Vanessa Manzetti of the University of Pisa, and Alfonso Maria Cecere, and also the colleague Inicio that they are from the University of Naples, Federico II. The Federico II University will host the conference that we are planning to hold in October, as I told you, and it will be very nice that after this year working together, we will meet physically to discuss about professionalization. But as I told you before, we would like to discuss the main issues of the new directive that the Parliament will, the Commission will prepare at the end of June. So this is what we wanted to describe about this EU PPM project. Now I let you the microphone. If you have questions, we are very happy to answer me or Ivo or other colleagues. Please, you can just use the Zoom device for request to intervene.
Hello, good afternoon. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can. Please introduce yourself.
Okay,
so
my name
that,
is Isabel Rosa. I'm from Portugal. I work for the Public Procurement Regulator. First of all, congratulations on this initiative. Indeed, professionalization has been the topic very needed and felt as a very important topic from all of us that work in public procurement. My question is just, will you send the link or the presentation so we can reply to the questionnaire? Is because here on the slides we cannot reuse it.
Yes, Isabel, thank you very much for being today here with us, and thank you for answer to our proposal. You will find over the ASURUP website.
Okay.
Now I will show you. There is a page devoted to the project. Let me just share the video. Okay, if you go on ASURUP, okay, you will find the European Public Procurement Conference. This is the page because we look to the final result of our activity. But here you will find in your language, also in Portuguese,
Wow.
we will put at the beginning on the page, but now you are ready, you will find the questionnaire. Okay.
Okay.
So if you click, you will open the questionnaire and you can answer to the questions. Okay. And to help yourselves, we decided to create this multilingual guide that you can download. It is an Excel file that
Okay.
I have to show you. Okay. Just to help you to understand what we prepared. So you will find in the first column the exact number of the questions that you will find in the questionnaire. Okay. So
Okay.
the same question is translated in the European languages. So in all the European languages, you will find for all the questions that will be inside the question. So we decided to fill only in English to have one database also for data protection reasons. And you will help yourselves for the questions if you need through this multilingual file that is on our website. You will find, as I show you, you can use. We decided to put it in, in 7 languages, but we can also translate. So you will find in English and in the other languages too.
Okay. Thank you so much.
I have a question.
One of the
Yes.
Yes, Pavel.
Okay.
Welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Yes, my name is Pavel Kaczman. I am strategic procurement advisor at Net Zero Cities. So my question, actually from Climate Kick, but I'm working mostly in Net Zero Cities. So my question is about who do you prefer to have this questionnaire fill in? Because we're talking about mostly about the representation of the countries, right? So I'm just not exactly aligned or dedicated to one country because my let's say area of procurement is whole Europe, so all European Union, not only European Union cities. So I'm just wondering who do you prefer to have this this survey fill in terms of course, professionalization and the topic of this public procurement initiative, which is great. So I'm just wondering who should, let's say, just representatives of countries, each countries, or anyone related to procurement stuff in terms of different, I don't know, perspectives. Thank you.
If Ivo wants to answer, but by the way, one of the question is the country of employment. So we create the question to be answered by professionals, buyers of each country, so they are inside a role of representative of a national institution or university professors or procurement manager official and also experts. So it will be grateful that you can share the questionnaire with your network, within your network, so that will have answer from people that works in procurement in each state where your organization is present.
Okay, so as far as I understand, so you want me to send, for example, to make kind of promotion of this in among European Union cities only professionals, right? Well,
Yes, you see, it will be great because we think that the picture that we will have will be different from a professional of a central institution or a municipality. So if we are able to reach different types of contracting authority, it will be very useful to have a complete landscape of the system in the state. So it will, yes, if you can share the questionnaire with municipalities of different countries, will be great.
okay, so last comment. So maybe after this call, I will contact you and just propose some kind of short, or maybe I will get from you some short notes about I don't know, the project, or I could propose something and disseminate it through my network and Zero Cities buyers. So just to be sure that you know the deadline is quite short, to be honest, but we can make kind of dissemination, of course, so we can help.
I would like to say something. You know that the European Commission now is making a consultation on the new directive. It will land at the beginning of March. As Assurup, we reached more than 100 professionals that answered to the questions of the European Commission. And as we are used to do in Italy, also when we have audition of the parliament, we will send to the commission the name of all the participants to our project. This is very important for us. Each participant will be part of the project also because if the answer in its name will be on the final report. And for the key contacts, let's say, now we are already planning, it's very complicated to manage the budget of a conference of an international conference that we just started to plan, but we think that the key contacts that participate to the project will be part of a conference, will be a host of the conference in Italy. This is the way to give, let's say, a benefit to the participant of the project. They give more activity, they give more result for the report and also for the network. Says if there are other questions. So if there are no questions, we can Ivo, I don't know what to intervene again, just to give some final considerations.
Thanks, Daniele. Just a couple of very quick remarks. So I again invite all participants to spread the news and to fill in or identify possible contacts for the network of public buyers. I think that filling in the questionnaire, and I answer to what Pavel was saying, can be useful both for regulators and individual cities, regions, hospital, whatever it is, public buyers, because their perspective can be enrich the study since it's a little bit different. Maybe one final information, and maybe Daniele, you could be precise about this, whether, for example, we will send what sort of information we will send to today's participants so that they are in the position to easily diffuse the questionnaire and the information which has been made available today.
We will set up a website that is euppm.net that you will find the next days. Now it's already open. There is a page with the same information that I showed you before. Go through the website and the other social network. If you want to be included in a WhatsApp group, please let us know, answering to our message, and you will find also an email contact that is euppm.asorup.it, but we prepare everything in the next day, because I would like to give this final consideration that this is important, because many times we have project that central institution, national institution, and are not able to go in deep because there is a resistance from the participants from the bottom. So in Italy we had this experience. An assembly with the idea of 2 or 3 people, and now we have 1,500 members in. We cooperate with the central institution, with the national institution, make the system better, to make the procurement work better for the citizens. So this is we would like to do in this project. Start from the bottom as a simple professional, a simple expert, and help the Commission when it will be the time for the new directive to give the Commission, the Parliament, all the support necessary to make rules that will be applied easily to the professional. Because I don't know if this is the experience also in your countries, but we often find rules that do not apply easily in the system, concrete in the system. So this is our main goal, to support the European institution, creating a network that will have ideas to create a solution for in order to spend better the money of our citizens in our states. So thank you very much to be part of this kickoff meeting. For us, it was very important to be in this number. More than 60 persons decided to register, 20, almost 20, except Italy, 19 states representative. So this is a very good start for our initiative, and we hope that you will decide not to remain as observer, as you wrote in the registration form when you apply for this meeting, but you will be part of the European Public Procurement Manager Network. Thank you again. And
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Welcome.
Thank you and congratulations, Daniele.
Thank
Ciao.
Thank you.